They say a man's fire burns out in two ways, once when his breath fades, and once when his manhood no longer answers the call with strength and certainty. But listen close. What if the truest early alarm for fading vitality in brothers over 60 isn't foggy recall or a heavy chest, but that quiet, insistent bind down below, that subtle clench or stubborn resistance that signals trouble brewing? It's no illusion, brother. It's your vascular system sounding the alert. Dismiss it, and you don't just lose the spark in intimacy. You gradually deprive your core essence of the fuel it demands. I'm Men's Health Wizard, your steadfast ally in mature men's vitality, with years guiding warriors like you to reignite their command, deepen their bonds, and stand tall in their masculine power. No shortcuts, no surrender. Today, I'm laying bare a reality every man past 60 has earned the right to know. The gateway to firmer responses, freer circulation, and a resilient, authoritative manhood isn't hidden in a bottle or a clinic. It's right there in your everyday groceries. Plenty point fingers at the years passing, but the deeper truth is far more within your grasp to shift. And I'm here to walk you through it, step by solid step. In this guide, we'll reveal 3 research-proven staples that target vascular tension in the manhood, revive smooth flow, and help you reclaim your edge, all through nature's design. One stands out for delivering noticeable shifts in as little as days for some men. This video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult your doctor. If you're a man over 60 determined to enhance circulation, solidify your erectile strength, and take firm ownership of your vitality without artificial crutches, lock in that subscribe button now and activate notifications, so you catch every battle-tested strategy tailored for men who refuse to fade. And if these words hit home, drop a 1 down in the comments. If they're off the mark, type 0 and tell me straight how I can better have your back. Let's step forward into the first powerhouse that can reshape your inner currents. 1. Leafy greens, the nitrate igniter. Raise an eyebrow if you want. This everyday staple packs the punch to unlock sustained, reliable firmness by ramping up nitric oxide, the master key to vascular freedom in your body. As vessels naturally firm up past 60, leafy greens like spinach and arugula rise to meet the challenge. I used to see them as simple side dishes, nothing revolutionary. But over time, a clear trend emerged among the seasoned men I guide. Those who started loading up on leafy greens shared stories of more consistent arousal, enduring hold, and a release from that nagging pelvic clamp during close moments. It wasn't chance. These greens overflow with dietary nitrates that your body masterfully converts to nitric oxide, the vital signal that urges penile blood vessels to ease open and welcome full influx. That's the foundation of true performance, unrestricted delivery to the tissues that matter. Past 60, nitric oxide levels often plunge. That's when unexplained shifts appear. Hesitant starts, diminished intensity, even that odd gripping sensation like a hidden vice. It's not inevitable decline. It's your system flagging restricted supply lines. Leafy greens step in as a natural accelerator, widening pathways, revitalizing streams, and restoring the robust feed your manhood once took for granted. No need to complicate it. Blend a handful into your morning smoothie, toss them raw into lunch salads, or lightly sauté for dinner. It's not hype. It's your biology responding to the reinforcement it's built to thrive on. 2. Pomegranate, the vessel protector. A fruit many enjoy casually, yet it harbors compounds that echo the best medical supports for flow, without the baggage. This one, in particular, can quiet the subtle arterial flutters behind that deep-seated groin restraint when desire strikes. Frankly, I once pegged pomegranate as just a juicy treat, a burst of flavor now and then. But deeper dives into the evidence changed everything, revealing its profound edge for men over 60 facing unreliable rises, and that unwelcome constriction in intimate exchanges. At its heart are potent polyphenols and antioxidants, concentrated especially in the juice from whole arils. These act as natural guardians, shielding and enhancing endothelial function, the inner lining of your vessels, promoting easier expansion and steadier circulation, targeted right where performance hinges. After 60, those delicate channels can constrict or inflame, making connection feel strained, unpredictable, or tinged with discomfort. Pomegranate's compounds gently fortify them, easing what I call vascular binding in the manhood, a low-grade hold that hints at flow struggling to arrive on demand. One brother in his late 60s opened up about starting a daily glass of pure pomegranate juice. Within 10 days, he reported stronger spontaneous mornings, and more telling, freedom from that persistent drag during partnership. Pure nourishment, no external forces, just honoring his body's blueprint. Different from temporary overrides, pomegranate bolsters your innate vascular rhythm. It's steady, proven, and straight from the earth. If standing confident in your skin again calls to you, pomegranate stands ready as a loyal sentinel. 3. Pistachios, the Arginine fortress. If there's one unassuming ally I urge more men over 60 to embrace, it's pistachios. Often cracked open for casual snacking, these nuts deliver heavyweight support for reclaiming dependable flow and defending your command. Pistachios load up on 3 pivotal elements that fuel your ability to rise and endure: arginine, healthy unsaturated fats, and supportive trace minerals. Arginine feeds directly into nitric oxide pathways, easing vessel tension and countering spasms that spark that uneasy groin hold during arousal, what I term performance cramping. The fats improve lipid profiles and endothelial health, while the overall profile supports hormonal balance as natural shifts occur with time. A no-nonsense veteran in his early 70s, built on discipline, came to me troubled not by lack of drive, but by a recurring tightness down there in tender moments. Nothing acute, just an unrelenting pressure sapping his ease. I recommended a daily handful of raw pistachios. By week 4, he shared the grip had loosened, morning strength returned reliably, and he carried himself with renewed authority. Incorporate them simply. Enjoy a portion midday, mix into trail mixes, or sprinkle over meals. Changes compound steadily, laying unbreakable groundwork for consistent, powerful circulation. 4. Why these 3 converge? The Vitality Alliance. Occasional healthy bites offer benefit, but strategically uniting foods that attack the same challenge from complementary angles doesn't just add up, it multiplies impact profoundly. That's the strength when leafy greens, pomegranate, and pistachios become daily staples. They forge what I call the Vitality Alliance, 3 natural titans synchronizing to resurrect flow exactly where masculine fire burns brightest. Leafy greens launch the charge with nitrate-driven nitric oxide, priming vessels and building the base for superior delivery. Pomegranate reinforces with its protective antioxidants, soothing finer penile channels and dissolving those stealthy restrictions that undermine solidity. Pistachios anchor the system, supplying arginine for sustained fats for lasting vessel health, and minerals to keep the entire engine humming at peak. I've guided men deep into their 60s, 70s, and beyond, many convinced their prime had passed, who reversed course in weeks through faithful integration of this trio. The beauty: no extreme discipline, no prescriptions, just purposeful choices and steady commitment. 5. The critical misstep most men take after 60. From countless conversations with mature warriors, one pattern stands out. Too many seek the instant remedy, a single solution to erase the struggle without addressing the foundation. I respect the impulse. When your body hesitates, when familiar strength wavers, the promise of quick relief pulls hard. Yet the plain truth is this: the biggest trap for men over 60 is depending on medications to achieve what only genuine nourishment and restored circulation can sustain. Options like sildenafil or similar can summon a response, granted, but they bypass the core issue. They don't mend narrowed or inflamed pathways. They don't replenish nitric oxide reserves. They don't dissolve that underlying pelvic tension or odd restraint. They simply force passage through a compromised network. Brothers have sat across from me, frustration etched deep, recounting how initial aids grew less reliable. My steady reply: your manhood isn't failing you, it's been underserved, awaiting the internal alliance it deserves. That's the power of targeted foods. They restore, not override. The men who genuinely recapture their vigor, assurance, and presence aren't the quick-fix hunters. They're the steadfast ones, rooting in essentials, progressing with patience. They supply what the body craves and honor the timeline. 6. Your 7-day roadmap to reclaim. Armed with insight into how these allies strengthen your flow, stamina, and command, the vital next step is weaving them into your rhythm seamlessly. I've seen motivated men grasp the science, feel the promise, yet hesitate on execution. So momentum stalls. That's why I've crafted this clear 7-day roadmap. Zero complexity, no gourmet demands, just direct actions to spark change, often evident within the first week. Dawn, begin with a green boost. Blend spinach or arugula into a simple morning juice or smoothie on an empty stomach. This awakens nitrate conversion and stirs your circulation from the start. Mid-morning, pour a glass of pure pomegranate juice, whole fruit pressed, no additives. Refreshing and precise, it shields and expands those critical vessels, fueling desire and response. Afternoon, reach for a generous handful of raw, unsalted pistachios. Keep them accessible, no fuss required. They're operating subtly, delivering arginine, fats, and support to fortify enduring strength. Layer in steady water intake, easy daily movement, and a quiet morning reminder. You're not just maintaining, you're reconstructing. You're asserting dominion over what defines you, body and soul. Excellence isn't demanded, consistency is. Your system craves pattern, not perfection. This roadmap provides exactly that. 7. My parting charge from the heart. Every man here, especially those navigating the 60s, 70s, and onward, hear this clearly. You are not diminished. You are not expired, and opportunity has not passed you by. I've borne witness to brothers certain their chapter of vitality had closed, in health, self-assurance, even cherished unions, who transformed everything with one defining resolve: refuse to accept erosion as fate and begin true restoration from within. We've covered nourishment, circulation, command, and renewal, but beneath it all lies reclaiming an aspect of yourself the years tried to quiet. For many, waning sexual authority carries a private weight, unspoken yet profound. When you sense your presence dimming, not just to your partner, but in your own eyes, that's the moment to stand firm. Not from panic, but from deep regard for the man who endures. Your physiology retains the capacity for resurgence. Even now, through the seasons weathered, the doubts entertained, the times you thought perhaps this is permanent. It isn't set in stone. Your channels, your responsiveness, your quiet power, they can awaken anew. It commences with deliberate fueling, purposeful motion, and unwavering belief that intimacy, potency, and connection remain your rightful domain. 8. Closing the circle. If you've stayed with me to this point, my respect runs deep, not only for watching, but for valuing your own worth enough to invest the time. That choice alone reveals the caliber of man you are. We've unpacked potent truths today. You've discovered how leafy greens ignite nitric oxide to rebuild flow, how pomegranate safeguards vessels and lifts that heavy, intrusive groin hold, and how pistachios quietly erect a fortress of arginine and support your body has longed for. In union, these allies do more than aid responses. They reaffirm your masculine core. They reawaken familiar rhythms. Most vitally, they help you recognize yourself again. I've seen the proof countless times. The return of dawn readiness, the grounded strength in a man's tone, the ease that replaces lingering doubt. It's achievable, and it's waiting for you. This isn't chasing lost youth. It's advancing with clarity, tools, and intention. No cutoff exists for fulfillment, union, or feeling fully alive in your frame. Whatever obstacles you've met, this day remains ripe for a stronger tomorrow. Absorb these insights, launch the roadmap, tune into your body's signals, and allow yourself the grace to thrive once more. Not in fleeting moments, but as your steady reality. Because this isn't conclusion, it's commencement. Strength, authority, and fire still call your name. Answer it. If this guide moved you or handed you even one key to progress, hit like, share it with a brother or your partner, and comment below. I read every line. Your experience could ignite another man's resolve. To keep this sanctuary growing for men over 60, a small contribution means the world. Stay proactive, stay confident, and stay blessed.